Hello Wilson. Come to Chossoch Woods. I was going to go to Llyn, but with the mist and the fact that the light goes quickly, I just thought I'd come to my local woods for a hammock hang instead. I was going to try out my new down sleeping bag, but I still got the DD 4x4 tarp to try, which I've had for a couple of months. I'm going to try that for the first time tonight. I know it's not raining, but I'm going to try it anyway. Close it right down in the way that I bought it to do, so I'll show you that after. I've been walking for maybe 5 minutes so far. I'm almost to my usual pitch in these woods. I might have a look at another one, see if there's any more. I'll probably just go where I usually go, so I'll catch you later. It's going to cause a fair bit of a blockage when that's in flood. Between that tree there and that tree there, but unfortunately just up there, just there, and there's another one up there. There's a couple of widow makers, so I'm not too keen about this place at the moment. So there's others. I won't have to look far. Well, I've chosen a space between that big tree there and that one there. I know it's right for the 3 metre tarp, so I usually count 6 spaces between trees, but for the 4 metre I'm hoping it's right. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 paces. That's more than 4 metres. It's about 6 metres, I reckon. Well, 5.5. So I'll get set up. There's no widow makers here, not that I can see anyway. I can't guarantee that none of the trees will fall down, but you never can. So what I've done is basically taken pegged the 4x4 tarp out at the, not at the end pegging point, but the next one in at each end, and then brought it back on itself. So there's a corner there, and then brought it across under the hammock to make doors. I know it's difficult to see in this light, but it's not actually that dark. It's just too dark for the camera. So basically what I've got with the tarp is a tarp tent. So when the other side's pulled over, and do exactly the same, it'll be totally enclosed. I'm actually surprised it's too dark for this, because it's not dark at all. The honey stove, I've got a pot there with cat litter in it. So just pour that in there. So that's about 3/4 full. And I put some cotton wool. And a bit more. Now that in there will burn for about 2 hours maybe. As long as you can get it to light. It's 4:45. That's starting to light. So I'll collect water, see how long it burns for. What I brought with me tonight is a little hip flask with a little something in it. Water, just to cool it down a tad. So What's that been burning now? 4:45 I lit it, wasn't it? So it's 5:20 now. And I'm about a third of the way through it. So the honey stove with cat litter wood pellets in is a load of not very good. So I've gone back to the old faithful fancy feast stove. I honestly don't know why I bother trying to light real fires. What's the point? Although it was nice watching the trees flicker. You could see all the trees around. You could see why primitive man invented all these gods and spirits and things. So it's quite eerie watching these trees flicker in the firelight. Let's see if I can get them. Especially the top branches. This is why I bought the DD 4x4 tarp. That is pitched right the way, all the way to the floor. But then the two ends are they slope in and they're closed. See, they slope backwards, the two ends. So the whole thing is totally enclosed, and I can pretty much stand up in this. I'm only having to bend my head a little bit. I tried the honey stove and with the cat litter, it's just a total waste of time, so I won't be doing that again. It was really hard to keep alight. It burnt down to about maybe a third of it left, and then it just kept going out. I'm not sure if it was just choked up at the bottom, but I won't bother. Everything stinks of smoke. I don't like it, so I just use when I come hammocking, it'll be just the fancy feast stove. I'm trying the DD 4x4 tarp for the first time since I bought it. I bought it, oh god, when did I buy it? July? Purely to use as a tarp tent for the hammock, and it's absolutely brilliant. Totally enclosed. I can stand up in here and walk around, and the tarp goes all the way to the floor on all four sides, and it's totally closed, that end and that end. Maybe I could sew Velcro down it and totally close it. It's what time is it? 5 to 8, and I'll be quite happy to go to sleep now. I've been getting up at well, my alarm's been set for 5:45, but I've been waking up at 5:45 every morning for the last 3 weeks, and it's starting to catch up with me, I think. So I'm just gonna, I might put a film on for a while. Probably won't watch it. It'll be like 10 minutes and that's it, probably. Anyway, unless something interesting happens, I'll catch you in the morning. Right, it's 8:20. I slept lovely, really warm. I actually got into my sleeping bag because at one point there was my butt was a bit cold, but it's still dark outside pretty much, so I'm going to go back to sleep until about 10 o'clock, so I'll see you later. Morning, Wilson. I didn't make it until 10 o'clock. It's actually 9:10 now. I got the stove on, ready for a coffee. I'm not going to bother with breakfast, I'm just going to pack up and go back. You can see the setup better this morning, I hope. Yeah, you can. So it slopes down totally to the floor. And you can't see nothing in there. Good. Judging by the amount of steam coming out of each end of my tarp, my water's boiling. So as usual, no trace at all that I've been here. There's a little bit of scuffed earth here maybe. But I've been getting in and out of the hammock and walking along to the end of the tarp. That's it. Now I've got what, 2 mile walk back to the house. I'm not going to tab it, I can't be bothered. And this rucksack, or this Bergen, isn't a tabbing Bergen. So it'll be a nice, gentle walk. So I might catch you later. How irresponsible is that? You don't light a fire against a tree, you total muppets. I was going to come over here. Thank God I didn't. I wouldn't want to have the blame for that. And all this rubbish. Oh my God, there's loads. Oh well. I might come up here litter picking one day. I haven't got time now. Well, thank God I wasn't wearing my Solomon GTXs. I'd have soaking feet by now. Yeah, that would be too deep for a Solomon. Oh God. Maybe I should have worn wellies. Maybe I should have stuck to the path, but I don't like paths. This is going to be interesting with the 130 litre Bergen on. I love this place. You could be anywhere in the world right now. The next time I come here, I'm going to hang between that tree there and that tree there. I've camped here before in a tent about 5 years ago, and it was right here. Because I remember that tree. I think I've said this before in video. That is one unusual tree. It's easier to get down to the river from here for water, so definitely that tree or them two trees. Wonder if I could set up a hammock on that. I heard you. Don't say I'm insane. Where's your sense of adventure? I don't know, you lot. You stick to your couches. Yeah, Stuart, can you imagine me doing this in my Solomon boots?